Female, why are you wet down there when not in a sexual situation? Why are you wet down there when not in a sexual situation? Is your vagina reacting to something when it gets wet? Can you imagine your special someone touching you and you feel your underwear getting moist? Or you are just sitting at work and you feel a little wet down there? What exactly is happening? The answer is gonna be different for all. What exactly is going on can only be known to that female. It might happen that the wetness felt down in your underwear, that feels somewhat like a watery substance, is not any fluids that came because of sexual arousal. You might feel a little bit warmer, a rise in temperature down there. The female may feel your intimate areas, including genitals, getting warm, and your underwear getting damp, moist, or even soaked. You may feel slight cramping in your stomach and have a full house of roller coaster. Your menstrual cycle, or if you are bloated, can have a high effect on this. Sometimes upon sneezing, laughing really hard, or doing some heavy lifting, you may experience a little of the urinary incontinence. This is because of the pressure that is exerted to your bladder. That is responsible for the unintentionally pee in your pants. Is it urine or lubrication? Or is it water making you wet? Most females find it difficult to immediately identify what kind of fluid has come out, especially if you feel a leak at the most random times. Such kind of fluid or liquid often remains unnoticed until the woman goes to the washroom or checks her underwear. If the fluid is kind of mucus-like in texture, that can be cervical fluid. Now you need to understand that the cervical fluid is not because of sexual arousal. Cervical fluid is composed of carbs, proteins, and amino acids. It can readily vary in texture, color, or consistency. It just depends on your menstrual cycle and hormone levels in the body. Hold tight. It is normal, nothing you need to worry about. Cervical fluids are just the body's natural response. But, if the fluids are green, smelly, or have a cottage cheese kind of texture, it could be a sign of infection. Get an appointment with a gynecologist in that case. Such fluids are not supposed to cause any pain or discomfort. If that happens with you, you better get medical advice. You're wet down there, but not horny or in a sexual activity. What does that mean? Getting wet down there does not just happen in a sexual groove. Sometimes, it is just an anatomical functioning work. It can be a common bodily response. Your vagina is wet is just because that's how it is. This situation has a name too. It is called arousal non-concordance. It is just another normal thing about the female body and system. A female can be wet without being horny upon viewing or something erotic or arousing. The body naturally becomes physiologically responsive to such things, even if you are not sexually aroused or in a sexual situation. Last words, it is normal to feel wetness or some sticky fluid in your underwear even when you are not in a sexual situation or sexually aroused. The various situations that lead to it are briefed above in the blog. If you find or feel any such discharge or fluid unusual or troubling, get in touch with Pristine Care for the best gynecological consultation and treatment.